Vladimir Putin's order for a partial military mobilization has led to some Russian citizens fleeing the country. We know that a number of one-way flights to neighbouring countries have been sold out. Now, since Monday, Russian citizens can only enter the European Union via the 1,300-kilometre border with Finland. And this has led to some rumours that, following Putin's speech, there has been an alarming increase in the number of citizens trying to reach the EU via Finland. You might have seen this video spreading on social media. It's received more than 2.5 million views on Twitter alone. And it shows a stationary line of traffic at the southeastern border between Finland and Russia. Now, some users have claimed that Russian citizens were queuing for up to 35 kilometres trying to flee the country, and that those queues were only increasing by the hour. But that claim is not true. Here in theCUBE, we wanted to find out a bit more about this video. And we used open source tools to discover that actually it was first uploaded onto the internet, as you can see, on the 19th of September. That's 2 whole days before Vladimir Putin in his speech called for a partial military mobilization. So this is not evidence of people fleeing Russia to avoid being dragged into the war in Ukraine. And what's more, Finland's border guard service has been providing regular updates and say that so far at the border with Russia, the situation remains normal. Indeed, on Wednesday night, the particular local border service said that actually queues at the border were only around 250 metres long, certainly not 35 kilometres. And the border guard service say that although there has been an increase in the number of Russian citizens arriving overnight, they say that this is not particularly abnormal. They say it's lower than an average weekend, and they say it's certainly not as high as they saw before the COVID-19 pandemic. In a statement on social media, the Border Guard Service said that the situation is likely to remain busy and that there will be an increase in arrivals. But they say that this is not alarming and that the situation is under control. They also note that there are a number of videos circulating on social media which at some point have already been filmed and are now being reshared out of context. So there is misinformation circulating online about Russian citizens trying to enter Finland. It is worth noting that the Finnish government is facing criticism for its stance for still allowing some Russian travellers to enter the EU on tourist visas. But the Foreign Ministry says that following Putin's speech, they are reassessing the situation and are preparing to introduce stricter measures.